boss. Before that, a really exciting men's 1500.
Well, we hope it'll be really exciting. It certainly promises a great deal. Big field, 17 athletes in this men's 1500 metres, and Manzano, Lomong, Centrowitz, the Americans all looking for the A standard for those World Championships. But it's a very, very good quality race nonetheless. Ayanle Souleiman is one of those to watch. There he is, the Djiboutian, who has already got national records for 800 and 1500 metres, a great 800 last week. He ran 1:43, a big improvement, Souleiman. Bob Tari in this one as well, who Steve mentioned earlier. Gebre Medin and Bernard Lagat, or Bernard Lagat.
One more attempt to come.
There is Bernard Lagat, who I was talking about just now. 3 times world indoor champion at 3,000. Talking to his agent, James Templeton, last night. He said he thinks Bernard's in about 3:33 shape. If this goes down to 3:30, which this man Souleiman wants, it might be beyond Lagat. Nobody has broken 3:31 this year, let alone 3:30. The meeting record is 3:28.38 by Hisham El Garouj back in 2001. Bob Tardy there, in good form, has shown a great flat form in recent weeks. Wote, watch him, the Ethiopian Aman Wote. Well, away they go. 3 3/4 laps of the track then, and this promises to be fast. We're looking for 54 seconds for the first lap. Manzano right in the middle there, probably the smallest figure in the entire field. Very, very quick finisher, remember Manzano, the Olympic silver medalist from last year, but he needs the A standard of 1500 metres, which is 3:35 exactly, and it's single file already as they come around the top bend. 200 metres run, and it is Rono from Barusai with Souleiman in 3rd place, looking really up for this. Wote in 4th, Lagat in 5th has gone with it, and then Matthew Centrowitz in 6th place with just inside from him on the curb, Egida, the Olympic medalist over 5,000 metres last year. Egida, another man to watch. He was 3rd in the Olympic 1,500 metres, excuse me, not 5,000 metres. World indoor champion last year as well, and it is quick, 53.62, Steve.
Yeah, I must admit, if I was Souleiman, I think Wote is going to be a big danger here, and he looks nice and relaxed, and Lagat's just letting those two really chase this pace here early on, and we know Souleiman expect to be in good shape, but I would just like him to see maybe run a 55. He'll get to 1:52, nice and relaxed at halfway, rather than maybe have pushed this first lap and a really hard first 200, and you sort of settle down, and then you just keep slowing down until the last 300 and try and pick up. But you can see what's happened there is Lagat, with letting those two go, you said he's not really in the shape to go with this, and the rest of the field have suddenly found a big gap. Agida's going to try and close it, but this looks already as though it's Souleiman and Wote who've taken it with the pacemakers, and the others have got a lot of work to do to get back on terms with them.
Rono then doing a good job. 3 cents behind him, have to trust his pace judgment. 56.89, they're 1:50.51, and they were looking for 1:52. It's quite a lot too quick. As I mentioned, when you're operating really at the limits of your ability, you don't need a misjudgment as big as that. Barusai now takes over, but he's got a 10-metre gap in front of him, ahead of Souleiman in 2nd place, and behind him Wote. And I wonder if the pack, with Egida chasing hard in 4th, are going to just close these two down, because now they're isolated. And Barusai, frankly, the pacemaker there in yellow, with 500 to run, is 12-14 metres in front. He's not doing any favours to anybody. He needs to glance around. Complete waste of time. He might as well step off the track and let them race. And as I say that, with 450 metres to go, so the pack catch the athletes in 2nd and 3rd, and they hit the bell there. And Steve, it's anybody's race now. This is bizarre. Cavallo in the yellow is going well.
Cavallo's done a good job. Lomong is right up there. The likes of Centrowitz starting to move through, and that's anybody's opportunity. I'm surprised that Lagat really hasn't come through with the others as well, because as you say, Souleiman's going to try and fight them off now, but when you've expended that much energy as he has done, yes, he saved something, but he completely ruined the race by going with that fast early pace.
Well, the poor pacemaking is the undoing of what might have been a really quick running time. Instead, we've just got a great race. It's now Souleiman leading, and they come round the top bend, and Cavallo having a heck of a run here. This is amazing running from Florian Cavallo of France, 2nd in the European Championships last year. He's up there on the shoulder of Souleiman. Now Wote, long stride, eases up alongside Souleiman. These two getting away, and then there's a mass of them coming home. Manzano finishing strongly. Watch the clock, it's going to be quick times here tonight. 3:32.55, there's a mass of men there. Probably the first 10 under 3:55, 3:35, the World Championship qualifying. And I got that last 1,200 metres, well, goodness me. I'm not sure that the first 1,200 wasn't too quick. Certainly the first 800 ruined it, Steve. 150.5 at 800 metres. And then that third lap of 59. Indeed, they went 53, 56, 59, and that really does tell the story. And I guess to have withstood poor pacemaking for the first couple of laps and then to come home in 3:32 and hold off the chasers, Wout in particular, Souleiman deserves that smile. He deserves credit for a big win there. But let's take a look at the place times, because there were men there looking for sub 3:35. Lionel Manzano, third place, 3:33.14. Mustawi, 3:33.18. And that behind the great runs of Souleiman and Wout in first and second. That was an interesting race, if not quite one that goes by the textbook.
Yeah, you know, you've got to either talk to the pacemakers and say, look, as I said, you've got to go through in about 1:52. You see how strong these two guys are on the last lap. They've run a shocking third lap, but they've come back and they've hung on. Lots of good performances behind them. Manzano, who's come on brilliantly. I remember watching him in Eugene and thinking, what on earth is wrong with you? And you'll come out here and run 3:33. That's
confirmation of Souleiman's win, then a season's best for the Djibouti, 3:32.55 from Wout and Manzano, Mustawi, Lalang, Sure, Carvalho. Look at the place times there. The top 9 under 3:34. Lopez Lomon in 10th place under the World Championship A standard.